Hi, this is Ingrid from Quiltessential Co in St. Albert, and we're doing our August block of the month. It's kind of a fun block, looks great in a quilt. So let's go cut this out. So A and B, I like to stack these right sides together and cut those. And now we've got C, D, and we're going to cut these. I stack them and cut them into our rectangles. One long strip here for E, and F, one square. So A, B, C, D, E, and F. Now we're going to sew. So we're using our goddess tool, and we're using the half square triangle end as we normally do, and we have our A and our B stacked right sides together. So use the line that I've told you. I've already straightened up this side, and cut your triangles, and don't forget, take this up to put the dot line on the bottom and the diagonal on the side, and cut off your little ends. So you're going to cut 4 sets out of this and sew them together like we normally do, so we get our half square triangles of A and B. So you're going to make those first. Now we're going to be cutting our C. And C, we're going to be using the opposite end of our tall triangle, and we're using the tall triangle ruler this part, and put the dot line on the bottom, flat on the top, cut either side, and you'll be getting 4 out of that. So each one of those has your C shape. And now we're going to get the sides. The sides, and I've got these stacked, the sides are cutting with the tall triangle, half tall triangle end, and put the dot line on the bottom. Don't forget, put flat on the top. If you're not sure, draw a line like we have all year long, and then make sure you cut off that tiny little point. Do the same on this one. So when you sew these together and you put them like this, you will have a nice flat edge to put on here, and sew, press, and do the same over here, and I'll meet you back. When you've sewn these C and D together, just make sure that they are 4.5, just because it will make the rest of it much easier. So make sure that you've got the line down the center. Just trim any extra off the edges, because it will make it easier. Now we are going to be taking our E fabric, and we're using the half square triangle small strip end here, and we're going to be cutting 8 out of this. I'm just going to cut you one just to show you. Don't forget, always take that dotted line up and cut the other end off. So you'll cut 8 from this. Now we are going to turn this over so that we have the point down towards us, and we're using a corner cutaway, and we're using the small one. Put it on top of our D. Cut away your corner. I know it's always freaky. You think, oh my God, say I've done it wrong, but you haven't. Just do it like I'm showing you. And you're going to cut off that little corner here, and then get a nice sharp blade. Then this will get fit right onto here. So you're going to match up the diagonal, match up the square end, sew it, and do another one on this side, and that will give you these wonderful blocks. Trim it, make sure it is the right size, and then sew your block together, and there you go. A really pretty quilt, and this is a really unusual little variation of our block. Well guys, if you have found this video useful, please leave us a like and click subscribe for future content. And this has been Ingrid from Quiltessential Co. Thanks for sewing with me today, and we'll see you soon.